own the rights to this music, but I own the track. And that's good enough. That's what we're using to play it. Kahiaka Kako. It's up to you. Yes. All I can do, I've done. Memories. Thoughts of you relieve my pain. Kakayaka no Sako. Okay, Kako, Kakayaka no. Welcome to the morning mango. What the? What is going on over here? Hello, Kako. Title of today's morning mango is Haku moʻolelo. Haku moʻolelo. Haku moʻolelo. Yeah. Hakolelo Hawaii translated into English that basically translates into a creator of story or storyteller. Yeah. They feel so fine all of the time. Aloha, aloha. Red, red wine, you feel so fine. Oh, ba. Aloha, kakayaka. Oh. Look. What look like? What look like? Huh? What? What look like? Rain. Buddy. Look like going rain, Kako. Yee. Jamming. Okay, Kako. Title of today's morning mango is Haku moʻolelo, which translates into the creator of story. The reason why that is today is because I want to remind Kako, mainly remind these guys, yeah, remind these guys that you are the author, or you have full autonomy over your life, over your life story. And that's pretty much the EO of today's morning mango, today's manao. Yeah, it's pretty much the EO of today's morning mango. I've said it a few times before, I'll say it a few times more, that our life is simply made up of decisions. The decisions or the choices that we make define our lives, Kako. Whether it's good, bad, happy or sad, whatever it is, our life is full of them. And that's what defines us. You know? Some people made the decision or choice to go protect the mauna, protect the piko, or mauna kea, mauna wa kea, and that'll be a part of their story. Some people decide to stay home and protect the front lines at home. Their people, that'll be their story. My thing to akako kia kakahiaka, yeah, is how long is your story? Whether you've been doing this a lifetime, a few lifetimes, this aloha aina, yeah, forever, or you've recently woken to the cries of our kupuna, to the cries of our lahui, yeah, you have been recently made aware of what's going on around us, what has been going on for over 100 years. How long will your story be? Yeah? How long will you, aloha aina? And beyond you, your legacy that you leave behind, how long will that story be told? When you hala, when your time comes, when you're called home, when you gain your wings, will people write songs for you? Will people chant for you? Will they write oli for you? To honor you and remember you for the great deeds that you've done or not? That is a true custom of our people. So how long will your story be? And what will your story be about? Yeah? For me, I'll show you. See these guys? Like many of us watching, I'm in it for the long game. I'm in it for 100 generations from now. That I'm in it so that when my time comes, I'm just a chapter in our story. It's not about my story, it's about our story. That I've made my kupuna, my parents proud, and picked up and carried the torch of aloha aina. And then my keiki will one day carry that torch into the future. Storytelling, guys. Haku moʻolelo. Yeah? What are we doing? What are we doing? Wow. These mangoes are banging. Mangoes are banging. So kako, not only that, not only the legacy that we leave behind, not only our life story, yeah, but it's how we tell our story. It's how we tell our story. That's important. Because if we cannot communicate effectively and get the message across, we cannot communicate effectively and get the message across, nobody will be able to hear your story. Nobody will be able to consume your story. So, not only the context or the content within your story, it's how you tell your story. That's important. So how are you telling your story, Kako? Morning. I'm following this truck that has a canoe on the top of the truck. Trippy. Sorry, guys. Can you guys hear that? Trap music. You hear that? Trap music. I hope hope one day that when they're driving past these buggers, they pump in Hui Ohana or something. Buenos dias. Aloha. So mahalo for tuning in, kako, to the Morning Mango. Very dear Hoa, very dear friend, messaged me yesterday. Yeah. In appreciation of the Morning Mango. And I totally appreciate what she sent through. And her observations were, she appreciate the fact that on the ride to Kula, that we are the content that my keiki are consuming. And you know what? I was like, yeah, I'm tired of the mainstream. It's so mental, guys. It's so stupid. There's a lot of things on the mainstream radio or media that's distracting us, and that's why it kind of prompted this mana'o this morning. Yeah, about Haku moʻolelo, about storytelling. Yeah, about delivering content. I just appreciate that through osmosis. Yeah, that I own this very humble truck, and it's kind of intimate when my baby's over here forced to consume this content. And most mornings they participate through music. Yeah, DJ. But yeah, kako. I appreciated that observation, that feedback, because I'm just like, brah, on a kini po. That's why. Jamming. And that's it, kako. Yeah? If our keiki are not consuming us, consuming our content or our mana'o or our mo'olelo, their lives, their minds will be filled with other people's content, with other people's mana'o. And you are what you eat. I like them be one farmer. I like them do what I do. But my purest intention is to provide them the tools or the ike necessary for them to make their decision. And hopefully that will allow them to pursue and reach their greatest potential and be who they need to be who they are. Yeah? And through the consumption of this content or this ike or this mana'o, I hope that it'll lay the foundation for them, because all I really care is that they grow up and they're kind. They grow up and they aloha. That is my true legacy that I leave, that I've received from my kupuna, my parents, and I hope that they walk away with that. They walk through this life with aloha. And that's the one, kako. What will your story be? We jamming? Or we making jelly? But yeah, kako. Totally appreciate that feedback. And like I've said every morning, Mango, if you have mana'o, if you guys got things that you guys want to talk about, or you guys want me to talk about, I don't know everything, kako. That's my disclaimer. In fact, I don't know anything. I'm just sharing, yes.
You have to press that.
I have to press what? What? What X?
See what the shit going on?
This?
Yeah.
How come? Nui no Kamakea-Ohelo. Yeah, Toots is on. Yeah. So Kako, how will you tell your story? How will your keiki, how will your descendants tell your story? Yeah? Will it be a short one? Or will it be a long one? Will it be full of life, full of love? Or will it be empty? Wow, la. Could you be loved and be loved? Yes, sir. Could you be loved? Could you? Could you be loved, Kako? Could you? Yeah? Get out there. Tell your story. Yeah, get out there. Don't let them fool you. Gain perspective, Kako. Yeah? An educated slave, an educated mind makes a shitty slave, Kako. Yeah? Don't let them. Don't let them. Huh. We've got the mind of our own. Good love will never leave us alone. With that in mind, Kako, I want to remind us soon we're gonna open, we're gonna hold our first. And if you beat me to it, please do. But soon we're gonna hold our first AA meeting. Our first AA meeting. Currently working on what that gonna look like. But Aloha Anonymous, everybody's welcome. Each time you point your fingers, Kako, someone else is judging you. Do you want that to be your story? Are you the one complaining every time? You're the one judging people every time? Don't let them change you. Gain perspective, Kako. Look within. Don't let them rearrange you. All of these things, right? What I was talking about yesterday. Space and time. We got a life to live. Space and time, Kako. Don't let them occupy the space over here for any duration of time. Let them rearrange you, yeah? Let them put you, your life, your intention aside to serve them, to serve their agenda. Aole, Kako. Months ago, 4 months ago, I think, coming now, 4 months ago, we held a protest, we held a rally at Iolani Palace in protest of Mayor Kirk Caldwell inviting over 300 mayors from across the continent, across America, to have free range from 6 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. at night in our palace, in our haleali'i. So we staged the protest. Mahalo to other people that came out. But what I want to share is a short story. I never see them until like 2 nights ago. I don't know why Facebook Messenger never let the comment or the message come true. Yeah? Here's the thing. One of the bus drivers that night who was transporting the mayors, the guests, one of the bus drivers came out on Facebook Messenger and when reach out to me and when mahalo us, mahalo me for making a stand. From her perspective, right? From her story, from her perspective, she was torn. She was torn. And in the moment, right? One of the mayor's wives, or one of the mayors went ask her, what do you think about this protest going on, happening? Because everybody was shocked because we did it in the dark. We would ninja everything. Yeah? So nobody knew we was coming. We would ninja everything. So one of the mayors, one of the Hale mayors went ask her, what is this? What do you think about this? What's going on outside? And she said quickly she had to come up with an answer, and this is her answer. And she Not that she lives in regret, but this would help her navigate now. So, this was her response to the mayor. No comment. She told the mayor, no comment. And then the mayor's wife responded after that and told her, that's the right answer. For her, it tore her up inside. It tore me up inside when I read that. Yeah, because in her message, this is what she shares. She says, never again will I put my identity or myself aside for my job. So she said, when she went back to the office, she put in her 2 weeks and she no longer works for Roberts Hawaii. Because never again will she put her Kanaka, her identity aside for her job. And in reflection, I was just like, whoa, heavy. But I love you, Tita, if you're watching. And I'm just like, man, when I was on a Mauna, day 1 to day 7, I was thinking the same thing, and I still think the same thing. Our Kanaka, our people, our Ohana gotta battle that internally. They gotta battle that internally. What you giving up? Because ultimately, you're allowing that to become your story. And that's it, kako. Na oi ke kumu o ko mo'olelo. Na no e haku mo'olelo, I kao mo'olelo. Yeah, that you get full autonomy over your life. You and your decisions that you make create your life. That's who you are. Doesn't matter how much koko you get if you do nothing with it. Doesn't matter how much aloha you have if you don't share it. We need to share with our babies and our keiki, yeah? Encourage them to express themselves. Of course, through aloha, with aloha. But that they become storytellers. Because why? To me, one of the only things that matter, because I always think long game, long term, is that we as individuals, as we as Kanaka, and we as Alahui are historically correct. That history 5, 20, 100 years from now will prove that we were always and continue to be historically correct. And that's it, kako. No matter what people do to us, people we love, they may stand on the front line with us, they may not. But it's always the right thing to do when you do the right thing. It's always, always, always the pono thing to do when you do the pono thing. Let history prove us right. But if nobody documents and if nobody's telling the story, it'll never be heard. If nobody records it, it'll never be heard ever again. Encourage your keiki to tell stories. Encourage your keiki. And please, you yourself, do your due diligence. All the content coming off of the Mauna, all the content coming out of social media across Hawaii, ko Hawaii Pai Aina, sit there. Listen to their stories. Yeah, that you may gain perspective. I share this all the time with people who come to the farm. The visible is the direct result of the invisible. The things we see is because of the things we cannot see. Again, the visible is the direct result of the invisible. The things we see is because of the things we cannot or do not see. For instance, you go to work today, you got a co-worker, come in bawling, crying. You don't know what happened, but you know that something did, and whatever happened affected your co-worker in such a way that it moved them emotionally in that direction. So you can see already what the storyline is. This is happening right now, real time, as we speak. Real time, right now. You can see in the comments below, right now, happening live. Real time. Go do your own research. Come to your own determination. Tell your own story. DJ, what happened? So yeah, Kako. Who gonna tell your story? What your story gonna be about? Yeah? Pehea ka kia mea ka i'o o Haku moʻolelo. Why? Let me explain this. Why do we know about Jesus? Even if you're not a Christian today, why do we know about Jesus? Okay, you know what? This has to do with that too, right? Why do we know about Muhammad Ali? I'm gonna tell you today. Anybody watching today, probably 99% of us don't even know who's the #1 boxer in the world today. But why do we know about Muhammad Ali? Why? It's because he was a freaking genius. It is because he hacked communication, Kako. He was a great storyteller. That's it. If he wasn't a genius and he wasn't able to tell his story the way he did, we wouldn't know. Why do we know Jesus? It's because Jesus unhacked communication. The people around him unhacked communication. 2,000 years later, over 2,000 years later, we still talking Jesus. Why? It's because he and the people surrounding him had the ability to hack communication, to get the information, tell his story, put it out there so the whole world can know. You, me, our Keiki have that ability today. This device that you right now watching me on is our platform to reach the world, and it's accessible to everyone. How will you tell your story? How will you tell your story? And that's the key here. Yeah? In fact, right here, right now, I want to call to arms everybody watching and everybody watching right now and in the future. Let's call to arms. Stop promoting negativity. I myself, this personal experience, yeah, to combat hate with hate. Somebody show up, macho man, talk shit, we go over there, lick them. But you know what? Times are changing. If they cross the line, defend yourself. But instead of promoting negativity, let's promote positivity. Let's call to arms, everyone. we have already, right? Through kapu aloha, but to me, that's not enough. That's not enough to just throw kapu on people. There's no more consequence. We got to stop engaging with hate through hate. We got to start engaging hate through love. Promote positivity, kako. Yeah? Always push the truth and then back it up with love. Open your eyes, see what's happening around us. Determine for yourself what is the best position for you to take, for you to stand on, and execute. Execute, execute, execute. But with a conscious mind. Let's communicate, let's project positivity, kako. Yeah? I shared about a week and a half ago, I think, that kindness is the key. Being kind will unlock all of these things for you. That's the unlock, kako. Being kind. Why is that the unlock? Because that's right in the middle of aloha. That is at the center of aloha. Being kind. Look at akahai lokahi olu olu ha'aha'a ahonui. In the very center of aloha is kindness. At the tail end is patience. So be an effective communicator. Tell your story. Do it through love. Because how we do what we do, how we tell our story is the most important thing. Kuike. So kako. Just gonna plug in real quick for Save Our Sherwoods. If you look at my page, pumped out a video this morning. CPK Kailua, California Pizza Kitchen Kailua. They're supporting Save Our Sherwoods through a fundraiser called Pizza with a Purpose. If you look on my page or if you go to Save Our Sherwoods, yeah, and you're eating at CPK today, if you're in the area, you don't have to dine in, you can just take out to, but you must show the server when you pay your bill the flyer. Sorry guys, I don't mean to use this as a plug, but we here. I'll tell my story. 20% of all proceeds will come to, well, be donated to help Save Our Sherwoods through, you know, our legal fund. Help us navigate this legal system, the ins and outs. We need your help. And if you can't make it today, DM us at Save Our Sherwoods. You can you can always make a tax deductible donation. We are a 501c3. We are a native Hawaiian 501c3. Our board is 100% native Hawaiian and 100% Waimanalo residents. So kako, there's the plug. 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. today, CPK, California Pizza Kitchen, Kailua location. Eat consciously. Eat with a purpose. Yeah, kako. There's that. And let's not forget about the various social aina movements, struggles going on right now. Watch my morning mangoes. Yeah, I mentioned it. Oh man. So what, kako? Any manao? Send it on through. If today's your birthday, If I've missed your birthday the last few morning mangoes, kalamai. But if today is your birthday, love you. Aloha laha now. Blessings over you. Nakia kua nui e ho'omalumai. If you need pule today, reach out. My tita Hulali Pa'ao was on yesterday's morning mango. Yeah. Offered to listen to your concerns and help you hapai your inoa, your concerns in pule. Reach out, kako. Reach out, kako. Yeah? What else? What else? Oh, I just want to say, yeah. In order to provide sustenance, and today, today's society, sustenance could mean the content that you're watching and consuming as well. So traditionally in the Aupua system, right? In order to provide sustenance, our kupuna would borrow the energy, would borrow the wealth, the vai, from the mainstream, yeah, and take all of that energy and refine it, tune it down, you tune it into their lo'i, their mala, or whatever farming or practices that they at that time, yeah, did to provide sustenance. So my trips right now is we all should be talking. Yeah, we all should. I mean, granted, kako, not all of us are well versed in sharing mana'o or getting the communicating or get the message across. But my point that I'm trying to drive here is our kupuna were never about the mainstream. That their day-to-day, their daily practice, yeah, of providing sustenance. Let's just say, for example, alo'i. They'd borrow that energy, they'd borrow that mana, that vai from the mainstream, channel it through awai into their lo'i, right? To help them grow this sustenance as well as filter the water, then return it back. And that's the key here. Filter the water. So borrow the energy to build and create sustenance, filter the water, and then return it back to the mainstream. And that's the key here. In more ways than one, metaphorically, I believe that's what I'm doing here, and that's what we all should be doing. What's happening right now on Mauna Kea? What's happening right now on the front lines of all the social struggles, all the Aina struggles happening right now? I think we got to take that energy, yeah, as a kumu would, because this is what my kumus have done for me. Me as a haumana, and then I'm going to sidetrack real quick just so I can explain to you what haumana really means. Haumana, as we know, could be translated as a student, but if we look at haumana, we're looking at two words combined in one to create one being, one thing. How, which is, as we know, it's snow, but what really how is in this concept for me, in this perspective, is this: how is the soft or the spoon meat of the coconut. Like when we get how pia, you get how, you get the coconut, and you get pia, the starch, which creates the, helps to solidify and create the Hawaiian dessert that we know as how pia. But in this context, it's how is the spoon meat of the coconut, and mana. Not as in energy, but mana as in, what is the word? Why is it escaping me? But the action when the kupuna take food, put them in your mouth, chum, 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 and then take them back out and put them inside their mo'opuna's so the mo'opuna can consume and eat. So it's basically, right, as kumu, they take all the energy, all the ike of the world, then they chew it and spit it back out to provide sustenance. Spit it back out to provide sustenance for us, the homana, for the mo'opuna. In a way that a child with no teeth, the littlest, the youngest of our ohana, is able to receive this sustenance, is able to consume this sustenance. So back to the point that I'm trying to drive. Yeah, you get mainstream media, you get mainstream ike. I believe this is what I'm doing, and what we need to do is take that mainstream ike, channel that through the awai, filter that in our lolo, in our lo'i, and spit it back out. Return that energy, that filtered energy, back to the lahui, back to the mainstream. So the littlest, the youngest, the most simple-minded of us can consume this and receive energy, receive sustenance. I believe that is our kuleana. No touch, no mess with the mainstream. Traditionally in Ahupua'a days, yeah, if you utilize the mana, the energy from the mainstream, you weren't farming in the mainstream. You were farming on the side, doing your trips on the side. But I see a lot of people mainstream. Right now I'm going to use this descriptive word, but puking their mana'o in the mainstream. What happens when you puke? What happens when you defecate in the mainstream and you at the top? Everybody downstream gets the residuals. That's not the way we do things, Kako. That's why I say, how will you Haku mo'olelo? How will you ha'i mo'olelo? How will you create your story? How will you tell your story? That is today's title. Yeah? That is today's title. Anything personal, you take that off the mainstream. Work it out in your lo'i, high tide, low tide, whatever it takes to cultivate the best eye for our minds. And then you return that energy back to the mainstream, Kako, so we know break the cycle. So we know break the cycle. So that's the trips. Yeah, that's the trips. You got that, babe? What I just said. High tide, low tide, mainstream, no stream. Yakako. Well, mahalo for tuning in to the Morning Mango. I got tired of the content on the radio. Got tired of the content, got tired of the mainstream. So, as a mahi, as a lavai'a, this is why I pump out the content. So on the way to school, my babies sit here and listen to our mo'olelo as being told by, I don't know. I imagine, right, when radio was super simple, when cars were super simple, yeah, that our kupuna, as they traversed this land, as they traveled, talk story, yeah? What has changed in our society? We've allowed others, we've allowed strangers, yeah, to be the storytellers of today. And if we believe that you are what you eat, and our keiki are only consuming content or stories of people that we don't know, that we're not familiar with, that have nothing to do with us or our identity, and if we allow them to consume, if we allow that content that they consume to be 100% from Aina E, then we're doing our keiki a disservice. They are becoming something that we know nothing about. They are becoming something else. losing their identity. So yeah, Kako. Rah. A mango in the morning is not too bad, Kako. Not too bad. Get you some. I know it's late in the game, late in the season, but they're out there. So mahalo Kako. Those of you just tuning in, mahalo. This is Kuike's Morning Mango. Morning, bara. Today's manao was about Haku moʻolelo, about creating your story. Yeah, creating the content. I just shared a little bit about mainstream. Oh, kalamai. Shared a little bit about mainstream traditional practices and how we, borrowed energy from the mainstream, used it to cultivate sustenance for our communities, then return that energy back to the mainstream. That concept, like I shared earlier, yeah, as long as we are historically correct, we Jeezy, we all good. As long as we're historically correct. And what is it? Scientists today, still today, yeah, credit the Kanaka, credit the Hawaiians to developing the Ahupua'a system, and how, right, that is pretty much the design, the blueprint that we all need, that the world needs to cultivating ai and food for the masses. That is the most efficient way to do it. What I'm trying to get across is this digital ahupua'a. Yeah, we get the mainstream media, we get the mainstream guys spewing out their mana'o and ike. And it could be good for us, it's fertilizer, or it could be harmful. It's up to us. But my point is, no, Tito just stared at it. Little one, you going cooler? Huh? You going cooler? You going cooler? A plus if that is not how I let it cook it. You gotta come farm and work, You either stay in school and work, or you come farm and work. You can come farm and work. You sure? Okay. Bye, big girl. Love you. Okay, Kako. Okay. To the farm we go. Alright, Kako. Well, as always, mahalo nui, mahalo piha. And keep a lookout, yeah? We're still in the planning. Still trying to dream up of what that really looks like. Our first AA meeting. Aloha Anonymous. Everybody's welcome. But let me just get the details, together and figure out what it looks like. Keep an eye out for that. So mahalo piha for tuning in, for eating the morning mango with me. My hopes is that, the content that we put out will continue to be ono and palatable for our community, for our lahui, for our keiki. Huh? The das, I know. You okay? You want breakfast? Did you eat breakfast at home? Mama said you ate cereal. You did? Okay, good. Sorry, Kako. This road is real Kaipuka. But yeah, kako. E no wau. I ka ma'amau. Here I am in the regulars. Mahalo. Mahalo. La mai ka ia kako ya oko pakahi apau. Have a good day. If you have mangoes lying around, let me know. Send them on through. And you know, I just get plenty of appreciation for everyone, for all that we do. Yeah. And I hope we grow together as Allah Hui. You know, and I've shared many times that adversity is the true test for any and every Aloha Aina. Adversity. Ya kako. Don't be afraid to engage, because it may seem hard. It may seem tough. Hello keala helei, that the path to traverse, to walk, is very long. So again, kako, amana o kala, yeah. What will your story be? When you hala, when you make, will they write songs for you? Will they chant you into the heavens above? What will your story be? Heavy kain kako. Even though we live a lifetime, we have no time to waste. None at all. Whatever manini kind things, whatever pipipi kind things, yeah, happening in your life, ho'oku uba, let it go. Is it really worth being a part of your story? Is it? Maybe not. Up to you. Some people like PPP. To me, it's too much work, that. Especially because I know so I know moniro. And if you eat PPP, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Growing up, that's how it was for us. Nasit kako. If it's too hard for you, yeah, to deal with the small things, just don't. Don't let it be a part of your story. Don't let it be a part and consume your life. It's not worth it. I'm not trying to be a motivational coach. None of that crap. I just want to deliver it as raw and as real as I can. Sashimi for everyone. Sip. Sometimes we get wasabi. Sometimes we get mustard. Sometimes all we get is one bag of potato chips for seasoning. Whatever it is, tell your story. Wherever, however. So mekela kako. Love you guys. Don't forget to go out and plant a tree, because literally what you plant, what you grow is our oxygen. Let this be your daily reminder, kako, that if you're doing nothing today to secure clean air, clean food, clean water, if you're doing nothing today to secure clean air, clean food, clean water, again, if you're not doing anything today to help secure clean food, clean air, clean water, you're not doing anything to secure a sustainable future for your keiki. Think about it, kako. That is the basic needs of our keiki, of our ohana. 2 generations I believe we're 2 generations away from losing that. From losing clean air, clean food, clean water. Some can argue the point that we've already lost those things. I'm here in the flesh, breathing air right now today, delivering this to you because we still have these things. But how much longer? How much longer will you wait to do something about it? Spread the word. Somebody asked me the other day. Right? What is it that you want your keiki to know? What is it that you want your keiki to say when your time comes? And this is my response. I want my keiki to say that Dad and Papa showed us how. That he showed us how to aloha aina. That he showed us how to aloha kekahi, and not just talk. I believe that deep down inside, that we need to be examples, that we need to put action to our words, because talk is fucking cheap. Talk is cheap, everybody can afford it. That's why the value of talking is at a minimum. Yeah? Action, guys. In the Bible it says faith without action is dead. Faith without works is dead. Action, kako. So I'll see you on the front line. If you ain't doing anything to secure clean food, clean air, clean water today, what are you really doing? So, if I offended anybody today, Kalamai. If I offended anybody anytime, Kalamai. But who feels it knows it. And if you're convicted, welcome to the club. Plenty space on the aina for you help farm. Let me know. Mekela kako, einovo, ikama'amo. Here I am in the regulars, in the flesh. Mahalo for tuning in to this morning's Morning Mango. I appreciate y'all. And if you have time today, stop by CPK. Kailua location. If not, no worry. We love you anyways. La mai kai. Anything to say? You tell him la mai kai? No? Oh man. My boogers is... Oh man. Ke kako. Aoyo. Sit.